woke up on the lobby floor. Yeah, last night was some kind of war. I'm coming down like a waterfall. I check my phone, but you never call. Lost in the ceiling, caught up in the ceiling. I can't seem to let it go. Locked in this cage, I've been stuck here for days, and I can't seem to let you go. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Pushed you out. Come let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down. Woke up and saw everything but you next to me. I know that I've been the enemy, but I've had my moment of clarity. Lost in the ceiling, caught up in the ceiling. I can't seem to let it go. Locked in this cage, I've been stuck here for days, and I can't seem to let you go. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Come let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down. And I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Don't let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Come let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down.
Just keep on right on. I say it's better inside us. Been reloading, I'm sure to get the rush that I need. Try to find some solace in a bottle. I keep saying the same thing. I'm the sinner. If that's the case, what the hell are you letting me live for? It's changing my eyes and maybe not my mind. I don't care if I'm right, I'm doing it all right. And it's never what you want now. I swear it's never what you want now. Okay, I keep running back to everything I heard the most. Terror show, should I win this time? Almost. I can't understand you, baby, told you that I'm tired of it. Ever since the pressure hit, I suffer like a conscience. My affair with pain is a chronically serves as inspiration. I find to follow blindly the problems when I'm opinionated. Shut up, I'm talking to myself. Please shut up, I'm talking to myself. It's a change in my eyes and maybe not my mind. I don't care if I'm right, I'm doing it all right. And it's never what you want now. I swear it's never what you want now. No matter what I do, I can't seem to escape you. What I want is never what you want now. I got nothing to lose if you wanna be my savior. What I want is never what you
whatever. All this ever about you long gone, it don't matter. Ride or die, that's been the deal. The light of your back, I disappear. But if you don't play that for me, I'm out of it, I'm out of it. I lick my gun and then I'm done. I'm out of it, I'm out of it. And need no man to tell me you're no good. I'm brushing away to you, the weight of you, of my shoulder. Done with my cigarette, and when all the smoke is clear, I'm brushing away to you, the weight of you, the weight of you. Don't need a no man. Don't need a no man. Back and I'm better. You had to go back where you came from. Now you're bitter. Out of sight, out of mind for real. Yeah, I wouldn't wanna be you for real. But if you don't play that for me, I'm out of it, I'm out of it. I lick my gun and then I'm done. I'm out of it, I'm out of it. Ain't no man to tell me you're no good. I'm brushing away to you, the weight of you, of my shoulder. Done with my cigarette, and when all the smoke is clear, I'm brushing away to you, the weight of you, the weight of you. Don't need a no man. Don't need a no man. Down for you. I'm brushing away to you, the weight of you, the weight of you. Don't need
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another night here on the Zomblers stream. ESEA-Advanced Season 45. Zomblers, Team 7 a.m. This is going to be their NA side of the roster there, because I believe they are in actually an EU org mainly. As we get in here tonight, I mean, Zomblers, I've been on here a few times before. Last time I was on here, I believe they were up against Strike X. Was a bit of a rough game for them. I mean, it ended 16-3 in favor of Strike X, and while it definitely was a tight match through and through, back and forth, they did end up taking the loss in the last few rounds on that one, but pretty well. Just looking to bounce back, grab as many wins as possible. I mean, you're sitting at 3-5 in the season. You're pretty much looking to just continue winning out as much as you can. Meanwhile, 7 a.m. 5-4. They're sitting at a positive record, and they've had actually 2 losses in their past 2 games. So both teams coming off of a few losses here, just looking to find their first win in a while. It looks like we're actually getting into the pistol round here already. Let's get into game. Go. 7 a.m. Going to be starting on that CT side. Zomblers, it's actually going to be Locke to follow as the first one in the round. Everyone else kind of staying around this fountain long side. They want to move up mid here. This could be a good angle for Isaac, actually. He might be able to find a tap here. He's just going to rotate back farther. He hears the footsteps coming from Cajun and the rest of the squad there. He's going to find one tap, get flashed up. Can he make it out in the end? 2 taps, Mellow. He's going to find one as well. Ethex trades that back. Atomic sitting on the site here, but the only one left for the side of Zomblers is going to be Ethex. Make some quick plays. Here's some shots, but he's going to be pinched from all sides. Atomic finishes that one off. That's going to be pistol round going to Team 7 a.m. on that CT side. Going to be able to get a pretty solid buy out of here, actually. Atomic, and I'm not sure if that's Isaac or Elzik. I believe it might be an L, actually, but they're both going to be able to buy up rifles here. Zomblers, I like Ethex just going for the Mac 10. I mean, on the T side, I feel like so often, even with just a Mac 10, a few deagles, I feel like you have the element of surprise. You get a good enough pick, maybe even recover one of those rifles if you're quick enough on the shot, and this round could easily swing your way, and you don't necessarily have to just soak those 2 rounds in a row that you're typically expecting when you lose that pistol round. Once again, mostly around this A side here. You can see Ticks from the side of 7 a.m. He's pushed pretty deep up water, so they've got all the B control they need. They know this is going to be around an A hit here. There's the trade back from Fluky. Starts taking a little bit of damage back from Connector. It's Ticks who's able to find that one. Flash from Stormy goes haywire, and that's not going to help out too much. Ticks from behind. Stormy's the last one left. 8 health to his name. Tosses the smoke, but the spray down is good. Mello's going to finish that one off, and now Zomblers going to be back to a true save here, as they don't really got much to force. You don't want to keep forcing, of course. Team 7 a.m. very, very solid buy in their hands. They can either just, you know, really carry over those weapons that they had from that last round. Rebuy up here. You see 2 A1Ss, an MP9. MP7 in the hands of Soul Goat here. It's over the top. Looks like it is going to be some kind of B hit here from Zomblers. They've got 5 frags stacked up here. Pretty much everyone bought a frag, and a few of them have that P250 on deck here. Problem is, oh, you see Soul Goat gets chunked down by one of those frags. I mean, you line them up right. 5 frag grenades is going to go a long way, but you gotta try and find something here. The trades are not going to go your way. Not up against a rifle. Atomic and Ticks. 2 for Atomic. 2 for Ticks. The last one left. Ethex, he's just being spammed down. He's going to try and see if he can find anything with this block here. Not going to happen. Ticks is the only one to fall from Team 7 a.m. that round. And 3-0 now. Zomblers. Now you're going to get your buyout. Now you're going to have your fighting chance that you're really looking for, because obviously you know those last 2 rounds were not optimal in terms of equipment, and you're kind of just taking what you can get. Truthfully, I was surprised how much actual work those frags put in. I mean, Solgo got dangerously low at the starting of the round. I think Elzik was pretty low by the end of that one, and Tix was even able to be found off of a trade through that tunnel. That's going to be a well-placed molly, actually. It's not bad. Oh, wait, that was a T-side molly. I thought that came from the CTs. Tix finds the first one, keeps spraying him down. Soul Goat's going to be gone in the end as flies backwards towards that B site. Zomblers just falling apart at the starting of the round there. Even with AKs in hand, that's not exactly what you're looking for. Start this one off. Stormy and Ethex just going to be playing outside B here. Under the train tracks. Going to be some util popped. Look behind them. Ticks, 12 health. Gonna let one walk by him, actually. Elzic's gonna be the first one. No trade just yet. Ethex finds 2. Ethex, he's made it on to the B site. About as far as he can go. Both players gonna be rotating from A. So he doesn't have to be too concerned about any flanks just yet, but at the same time, doesn't really have any info on these players. That's a risky reload. He's gonna get it off. The tap's not gonna be good, though. Mello's gonna find it. The defuse gonna come through in the end. 4th round in a row for 7 a.m. Off a 3K from Tix. That was a huge one to start the round. He only had an MP9. He's carried that over from multiple rounds there, and just somehow he's finding these kills up against full rifles. And it's gonna work out very, very well for 7 a.m. here. Now online for Atomic. I really do want to see what kind of work he's going to put in with this, because you do see a few players. Actually, nobody started to move towards that mountainside just yet. Seems to be more of a B hit this round. Tick's going to be the one to engage a lot of them here. Stormy takes him down. They're going to be able to grab full control of water here. 4 players now in water. Only 1 left towards that B site, as it was Elzik who kind of had to rotate back down from A. Lose a little resources towards that A side, but you've got Mellow pushed all the way up long. You're not really concerned about the A side too much. Stormy finds another one on the B site. As Atomic, this is going to be the swing. Lock, you got to find this one. Little jiggle. The headshot's going to come through. Zomblers now woken up after the first few rounds and really coming alive. 4 players on the site. Lock finds Elzik. Mellow, the last one left. Ethek's ready to hunt him down, but Mellow most likely just going to concede to a save here. It's so far. The bomb's already so far away on the map. You're stuck in a 1v5. The op has been secured. Might even be able to find one here if Mellow didn't spot out Ethek's just yet. They actually just cross like ships in the night, and there's not really much either of them can do about it. Cajun, he's not going to make that long peek just yet. He does hear the footsteps, possibly. This is just going to be a nice little save to come through for 7 a.m. Mellow takes the AK, takes 3 pieces of util towards that next round. Full armor as well. He's going to pretty well just be content with this. Should be able to either drop a weapon or drop that AK for someone like Atomic here if they did want to make that full buy. It looks like the weapon drops are going to start coming through. Atomic. Op's going to go into his hand for the time being, as the M4s and the 1 AK saved is going to come through. Zomblers. I mean, you didn't lose a single player last round. You are bonusing up right here. All 4 AKs taken from last round. You picked up that op from Atomic himself, and now you're going to have a lot of agency on this map. There's one pick down mid. Atomic, that's what you're looking for with the op. That's the kind of value you're trying to have in this game. Flashed up Soul Goat as he's down barrels. Stormy starts to push through. He's going to find the first one. Stormy not to fall just yet. Soul Goat finds it. Locks 2 flashed to be able to find the trade as Soul Goat. He's able to just play this smoke like a one-way. Turns around. Lock gets aggressive with the op, and that's going to feel good for himself. 2 on the site there. Isn't able to find that last one. Cajun, can he win this fight? Atomic up top. You just need the tap. Cajun, 15 health. Possible 1 taps to come through. Atomic, though, all you need is a little bit of damage. Atomic with the pistol to finish it off. 5th round for 7 a.m., but not as clean as you are looking. Not able to carry too much over, and Zomblers does have, you know, good economy built up from that last round where they didn't, or from 2 rounds ago where they didn't drop anything themselves or any players themselves. So they're at least going to be able to buy back up here, not lose too much momentum in that sense. Now, Atomic this is a player I'm looking at right here, because the second these players flood out this fountain area, expecting something to happen. Look at this little crack in the smoke here. Not sure if that would be a one-way for his side or not, but either way, it's a great angle to just have in your back pocket there. X finds the first one over towards that B site. Stormy falls in water. Fluky has to rotate out, start spraying through that wall. The amount of wall bangs and just like wall sprays, specifically here on Overpass, that I see in Advanced is crazy. In all the ESEA divisions, truthfully, but it's something where players will just dump 15 to 20 bullets there, and sometimes it comes through with like 90 damage or more, if not a kill. Mel is the only one on site. He's going to fall to Cajun. A quick little spray from Tix and a reposition. 3v3. The bomb still needs to get planted. 2 players flood onto site. There's the shots onto Truck, but it's not going to work out just yet. Ethex picks up a double onto Truck. Elzic's the only one left. He's got to make this rotation from Dumpster. Are they ready for him to just push through the smoke? Will he push through the smoke? He is going to do it. Sprays down onto Lock. Not going to find anything just yet. Now, post plant can be played fairly casually. I mean, you've got an op and an AK to work with. You just need to hold these angles. Wait for that tap. You hear the tap. Lock locks it down. Second round for Zomblers in hand as 7 a.m. now stuck on a brutal economic situation this round. Bit of a force from 7 a.m. Possibly just to have everyone on the same kind of level of money. The flick from Lock, it's not going to go as planned, but I mean, you're looking at 4 pixels there on that head. Atomic's actually going to fall to a nade from Fluky. It's going to be a well-placed one to finish him off. One Deagle out of the picture for now, as Cajun starts to get this util set up for the B site. One shot from Isaac. He's going to find that one. One player on site. Soul Goat locked down in the back as you can see Cajun start to just methodically clear out this B site. The plant actually baited out the plant. Cajun, look at the taps into heaven. Last player's left on site. He's got an MP9 to work with. He's going to hop over through the smoke. Cajun with the spray down. Bomb planted. Lock finds a kill on that backside of site as well. 3 players going to be remaining inside of Zomblers. 3 rounds as well found. 7 a.m. as much as they did have a very strong start to the half, Zomblers last few rounds have definitely picked it up. Definitely found, you know, the kind of picks they're looking for and the explosiveness they're looking for towards that site. We just had a few rounds of, you know, they try to make that push onto the site. It just ends up being an unfortunate 2K or 3K as they weren't expecting a specific angle or something like that. But now, as they start to more methodically clear these things out and then make the execute in 1 second, as I say that, Mello gets aggressive. He's going to be able to pick up an AK off that as well. Stormy in Canals. He wants to be the one to possibly find some kind of trade here, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Mello is dangerously low from that one. However, the boost on B side is going to give them that player advantage for the rest of the foreseeable future in the round. Look at this close right from Elzik 2. Efex, little flash. Possibly just trying to beat this away. Look at Tex here. He's playing close. He's going to start spraying it down. Stormy's going to finish him off. Now B site looking prime and wide open. But you got to keep an eye on Mello. He's going to be on a pretty dangerous flank here. Soul Goat, what was that onto Fluky? Luckily, you've got Lock on the site with the op to make any trades you need. Better look back construction, though, Lock. He's going to keep the door quickly. Finish off Mello there. That's going to be the round for Zomblers. 3 in a row. 4 to be found and close to tying up this game. 7 a.m. now back on a bye for the time being, but not the kind of buy you're looking for. You see the piece of utility from a few of these players. I mean, two pieces of utility from Atomic, 3 from Elzik, 3 from Mello. Not going to be the full buy you're looking for necessarily, but a buy nonetheless. You are going to have some kind of rifles in hand. I think it's pause most likely from 7 a.m. Just trying to decide maybe exactly what kind of buy these last 2 players want to go with for the round. The M4s. You make this full buy happen, but you see these 2 players, Atomic and Mello, Keep them on your minimap. They had pushed up decently far into Fountain. Lock, I'm surprised he actually didn't spot anyone out from that. I don't think they moved up that far necessarily. Now, these defaults, they're looking pretty good from Zomblers here. Look at the map control they've got. Water is pretty well all theirs, as if you got Cajun all the way tucked into that corner. Now, you can kind of work for a little bit of control A, possibly. I'm looking more so at Atomic here. Taking a lot of flag, taking a lot of chip damage through this wall. Look at the 12 health on Atomic. Nothing but wall bangs and util to chunk him down. He's at 12 health for the foreseeable future in the round. As the rest of this Zombler squad starts to set up for some kind of B hit here. You do see a little bit of a boost possibly going to come through. Fluky gets on top. Lock finds one through the tunnel. Another one to be found on the site. Everyone starts to push on. Heaven is going to be pushed through from the CT side. Lock, the shot gonna whiff. And Elzik keeps the dream alive for himself as he's able to take down Fluky. The bomb is planted on the site, though. Lock is going to headshot up Mello. That's one player out of the round for now. Elzik, he's looking to just ride this railing, possibly drop down towards water. I think he's just hoping that Lock will re-peek that one and just not be prepared for the angle. However, 7 a.m. looks like the save is going to be in order as they realize it's too tall of a task. 12 health on Atomic, no util to work with, and Lock has an op close on that site. It's just going to be a little too much for them to deal with. They opt for that save. Zomblers ties up the game. Looks like they just needed a moment to, you know, really heat up there. 7 a.m. Started off hot with the pistol. Had a little bit of an eco advantage for a few rounds there. And Zomblers, I mean, the second they got rifles in their hand, the second they had util to work with as well, you just saw this game flip on his head. And a much more even spread in terms of impact from Zomblers as well. Obviously, you are seeing a few high kill players on the side of 7 a.m., but the kills are much more spread around from Zomblers. Seems to me like the trades are just being played out a little bit better from Zomblers in these past few rounds, as 7 a.m. kind of just hasn't really been able to find their 1-for-1s, their 2-for-1s, if they can even find it. Cajun starts to push up into party here. Atomic takes a little bit of damage. Mello did fall through that smoke. Spray him down. Atomic, 5 health. How does he trade it back onto Fluky? The flash from Lock goes a little bit haywire, but he is going to fall in the end. 4-on-3 for Zomblers. Look at these two players towards B. You've got Soul Goat right here in water. Then you've got Stormy, who flew right past him and is actually might even be able to get a nice little flank here on this bank angle. Interested to see it, but it is going to be the bomb actually headed towards B. Soul Goat in water. He's able to pick up a rifle from that one as well. Finds the headshot onto a jumping Ethex. The bomb has to be planted on top of that monster pillar there. Stormy from heaven, but Lock's going to lock it down with the op. I'm going to make that pun as many times as necessary because this man is 13-5 right now since he's got the op in his hand. He's just able to secure these rounds, whether he finds even just a single pick to start off that execute, or they make it to the post plant and Lock finds 2. Either way, it's been instrumental to now grabbing the lead on their T side. 7 a.m. now with a buy back in their hands. I mean, they haven't really had much to work with for the past few rounds. You do see, like, flashes of brilliance from some of these players on 7 a.m., but so far, other than those first few rounds on their CT side, I mean, they haven't really been able to put much together. Zomblers kind of just been overwhelming them, always finding player advantage, it seems. Always able to turn this game on its head. Gonna be setting up down mid here. It's gonna be Stormy on the side of water to be able to find that one. Soul Goat wants to possibly find this peak. Cajun's gonna walk through the flash. Soul Goat's not looking, but neither of them are able to find each other. Soul Goat is the one to find it in the end. And they shut down any hopes of a B push that Zomblers had in the beginning. A boost from Stormy is able to get a little bit of chip damage onto ESEA, but is it as much as it's worth? Atomic finds one towards that other side of the map. Stormy's now down. 7 a.m. turn the player advantage towards themselves. As now Zomblers needs to look for a regroup. It looks like A might be that area, but Ethek's going to be peeking into this op from Atomic. Atomic finds it. He's going to wait to go for a re-peek as Fluky and Locke start this peek. He might have spotted one out. He does hear the shots for sure. He's going to fall. One more on site. Mello makes the spray. Mello finds a 2K on site to tie up the game. Bring it back to a nice even one for 7 a.m. and even pick up the op. Recover that one for Atomic. Help out his boy there. As Zomblers did have a hell of a lot of money to work with this round, considering how much round wins they've been finding, but not as much as you'd expect a team 4 rounds in a row to have, because to be fair, they have been decently close rounds. A few of them, you know, you've seen every Zomblers player live through, but many of them have come down to a 2v1 that Zomblers is able to take through, and that's really only 2 guns making it through towards that next round. It's not, you know, the craziest amount of people to have. Tick super flashed up there. We've got Soul Goat there in construction. He's just going to move out of the way because he realizes what a danger that area is right now. Fluky's made it all the way through Sandbag. Spray him down. It's going to be ESEA for that one. 1-for-1s in the end after the first little skirmish on the map here. Ticks, I mean, he just pushed a little bit too far into water, and the flash, you know, sometimes you just, whether you hit W, whether you hit A or D, right, sometimes you just hold the direction in that flash and pray you can kind of get out of harm's way, but he ended up walking himself into harm's way after everyone's flash faded. Locke, first one on the site there. Atomic trades it back from Heaven. 3v3 once again, evened out on the numbers. Bomb's going to be passed over to Ethek as he gets onto the site. Smoke drops on top of him. Bomb is planted. They've made it to the post plant. Soul Goat down on the site. Ethek's through the wall. How do you find these? Heaven. Locke's going to find that one onto Mello as Mello tries to make it onto the site as much as he can. Atomic looking for this save. I mean, 22 health up in hand. You had a rough round last game as you were able to take the win, but you did have to have a teammate secure that op back for you. Now, as the only one left, 4750 is just too much to drop. He's just gonna hide in the corner of bank and allow Zomblers to take that round win. Pause gonna come through. Like, now correct me if I'm wrong, anyone in chat, but I believe you only get 1 timeout per half here in ESEA, so this should be a Zomblers timeout, I'm assuming, considering the last timeout that came through had to have been one from 7 a.m. Like, it had to be, just considering the spot they were in economically and how they had to really think to make those buys right. So assuming it's just a little pause from Zomblers. As we're moving into 14th round of the half here. Close to that last round. You want to be set up economically to at least put something together on your last round. Obviously, you're going to buy out regardless to try and make this round win happen. But you see 7 a.m. double FAMAS on the side of ESEA and Mello, and it looks like a few players have actually moved all the way up park here from 7 a.m. You see that right there. I'm more concerned about Stormy, though, who's in on the B site. He's going to be the one to find that first pick as the rest of the team floods on after him. Soul Goat spray is going to come through in the end. Soul Goat moves into that smoke. Tries to just save himself a little bit. Stormy, that one's gonna hurt from heaven. Atomic, how do you find yourself with 16 health every time? The last bullet just not gonna connect, as he is gonna live that one through. Mellow from behind. This is the flank that we were looking for through that park area. The post plant is good. You're able to shut down Atomic in heaven. Now you're only worried about two angles. You're worried about water. You're worried about this canal. That's all that really matters. Both players moving through construction, 1 for 1. Locke's gonna find it. This Tick trade back. Look at the timing on the bomb. Tick finds that one. Is the defuse gonna come through? It looks like he should have time here. He's got time and a half, if anything. That's gonna come through. Tie up the game in the nick of time there as well. Yeah, that body was a ragdoll and a half right there. But now, you take a look at these buys. 7 a.m. Gonna have a little bit of a better go at it this round. It is gonna be the last one of the half. Whoever takes this gonna have a winning half for themselves. But 8-7 regardless, you can feel okay about that. It doesn't really matter which side you're on. Obviously, you do want to be on the winning side, but 1 round apart, not the craziest differential, especially considering this started off with a 5-round lead for 7 a.m. at the starting of this game. Continually holding this down mid. Atomic with that op. Lock pushes a little far into construction. Gonna take a little damage for his troubles and has to just kind of move back off of that one. This Black Nile skin, I like it personally from that Anubis collection. I was gonna possibly picking one up myself. Complete side note there, but we don't got much action anyway right now. This could be an op duel, however. Atomic, he's gonna be the winner of that one. Of course, it's gonna flip perspectives the second that the duel comes down and I'm not actually able to see the shot, but playcast, gotta love it. We are gonna have a boost from 7 a.m. over towards that B side. Atomic whiffs the one shot. That's a nice little bit of movement from Ethex there. He's gonna shut down Atomic as Cajun falls to Mellow. 3 players start to flood towards this A site. Mellow from the truck, though. Everyone's going to fall from the side of Zomblers. And Team 7 a.m., they're going to be the squad that is going to take the lead on that first half. But what a close half it was. I mean, we saw the one, that last round, round 14 right there. That was a second or two away from that defuse not going the way of 7 a.m. Zomblers could have easily had that one just a second or two closer. I mean, a ton of these rounds have come down to the wire, and the score definitely reflects that with this 8-7 scoreline. Yeah, it is a great T side to find for sure. I mean, especially just finding that momentum on the T side helped them out so much. Zomblers at this point, you are down the 1 round. You're really looking to find pistol because, you know, we all know, yeah, fat W on this pistol, Greppo. That's definitely what you're looking for here. I mean, we all know what happens when you fall on that pistol. Typically, you're kind of just soaking that next round unless some kind of miracle play comes through, but the only issue would be if 7 a.m. is able to just absolutely fly out here and find this win on the pistol, because then they're looking at essentially 2 rounds up. Then you're going to be 3 rounds behind for Zomblers, and it's a little, just a little bit farther behind than you're looking for. But at the same time, they've been down 4 rounds in this game, and they were able to climb back fairly easily once they got their buys coming through. So I'm not too concerned for the future for Zomblers right now. Just want to see exactly how this pistol will play out, because it looks like 7 a.m. They've got a decent amount of util under their belt. Double smokes, triple flash. As a B hit looks to be the play. Fluky holding it down on barrels. He's going to get flashed up. 6 health on him right now. Next player on the site going to be Cajun. Nobody to fall just yet. Cajun might be able to find one. Body shots come down onto Soul Goat. But Mello and Isaac trade those ones back. Plant is going to come down. Taps from Locke on Heaven. Oh my lord. Locke takes down Tix and Atomic as well. One more player in water. Is he going to spot him out? Mello, he's going to fall. It's all down to Isaac, and somehow Locke's it, able to find the 2K to trade it back. Did not hear those footsteps. Ethix gonna push these ones down in the corner. Are they going to go for the knife kill in the end? No ammo. Isaac. Oh my lord. Devastation for Zomblers right now as the round was in their hands and one bullet on that USP and it all falls apart. The knife wasn't able to come through. The spam is good from Isaac, and now they've got momentum on this one. Unfortunate ending round there for Zomblers, but 7 a.m. Isaac's got to feel hyped. Isaac's got to feel hyped about that one. Now, you just take a look at the USPs from the side of Zomblers, right? They're not even... They did try to make that force on the second round on their T side, but on the CT side, they're just looking to get into, you know, some real weaponry as quick as possible. Is 7 a.m. Considering though on the T side, their second round, it's so cheap for them. They've got double Galils, they've got double AKs for the few players that were able to find some kills, and now they just get to get super aggressive towards this B side. Everyone from Zomblers just looking to make some kind of 5-stack here. Possibly find a pick out mid, but not really going to happen for the time being. It's going to be moving all the way through T spawn here. First one to make contact will be Isaac. There's a few players push out here. He's going to be dancing around the fence. Start to spray it down. Wallbang's going to be good on one. Everyone falls one by one. Last player left from Zomblers is going to be Cajun. He falls from the high ground of Atomic. That's the 10th round for 7 a.m. Now, Locke up in hand. I'm looking for Locke, you know, to make some kind of difference in this round. He's 18 and 10 for the side of Zomblers. Second highest kills in the game, and just been finding some amazing value with that op on the T side. Now, op inherently, you know, kind of, I would say advantageous on that CT side, because, you know, you've got a one-shot weapon and you're able to hold angles with it. He's going to miss that first one, but make it away unscathed. He is glass cannoning this op, though, is the thing. No armor on him for the time being. Atomic. Pop flash comes out for himself as he moves into bathroom, and there's a lot of control now down long. Want to kind of convert this into some bathroom control here. From Zomblers, pretty content to just lock down on the site. They found their little peaks at the starting. It ends up with Cajun just taking 30 damage pretty well, and everyone heads back towards those sites. Team 7 a.m. just waiting out this time before they truly make this execute. Trying to see if Zomblers is going to get aggressive at all here. Mello got a Mac 10 in hand. Starts to jiggle construction a little bit. If he's able to even find one on a rotation, that would be huge for the players here that are actually making the A execute. You see all the utilities start to come down. A as Tix moves in. He's got the Galil as the first one in. Tix and Atomic full blind. Still able to find Stormy and Ethex. No, Atomic actually team killed Tix there. 3v3. The bomb plant does come down, but Locke with that op, that's exactly what we wanted to see from him. Locke for 2 in the end of the round, and the defuse is going to come through for Zomblers. 8th round picked up for themselves, and that's definitely what you want to see on that 3rd round, because, you know, you soak the pistol, an unfortunate pistol for themselves, and you kind of just have to soak that 2nd round on the full save. But now you've got momentum back. You've got some money back in hand. There is going to be a match pause to come through. Pause should be done here in just a sec, as we do start to see a little bit of a buy come through from 7 a.m. Looks like might have been their pause, actually, to begin with, as they kind of just determine what exactly they want to do this round. Soul Goat still yet to buy. Stormy hasn't really touched the buys either. He's going to just opt no head armor. Should be able to make a rifle come through if he really wants to, but wouldn't be surprised to see something like an MP9 in his hands by the end of this round. He's actually just going to go full util, almost like full support for the team right here. He's got one piece of each utility, but he's going to be the one to soak the kit by as well here. Feeling like an extra long pause here. I wonder if there was some kind of DC, possibly? Looks like everyone's still in the game. Now locked in. So somebody was able to drop for Stormy there. It actually was Cajun, I believe, who soaked that buy. As I think he had about 30 after he grabbed that AK from the last round. 7 a.m. Now Soul Goat has made the buy come through as Zomblers. You're looking to try as many, just to try and get as many rounds in a row here as you can find. Button. I'm looking for Locke to possibly find something here with the op. I do like how he gets aggressive, but he doesn't overstay his welcome. The second utility comes down, he just backs off, finds kind of a better angle to hold for himself, and makes 7 a.m. have to make the play themselves rather than kind of walking into their hands. This slow swing from Locke. Locke, though, you're looking the wrong way. The timing. Brutal on the kid as Soul Goat is able to find that one. Shut down the ult for the round as well. Ethic's going to fall on A, and everyone falls one by one. Stormy's able to trade that back from Dumpster. Might even be able to find another one. Tix is found. Post plant, though, down in the end. Stormy on site, 1v3 Mellow. Pretty low himself. And just be tossing util. Try to just get aggressive. Try to start flying forward here. He's baiting out shots from Soul Goat, but Soul Goat finds the one tap in the end. Double for him on the round as 7 a.m. finds their 11th round. Zomblers kind of out of money for the time being. You do see a few players over 3K there, but team money only sitting at 13K total. Just some deagles. spot up. Stormy was able to get some armor as well for himself. Lock, full save. You're assuming that's just because he does want to have that op next round. He's been able to put so much work in with it. You do see him at 20 kills here. Ticks over towards the B site. Is able to find that first one. Everyone else. Floods on. And should be good to come down as well. As you see, who's this player? Construction here. Ethex. Going to be in construction. Stormy with the deagle. Body shots are going to come through. Onto Isaac. He's able to pick up something for himself, but the shots just spray down from Mello. 4 or 5 shots to find 2 players. Lock in the backside. USP in hand. I mean, he didn't invest literally anything into this round. No point in making that save. Just going to run forward. Possibly see if he can maybe find something. But you're not really expecting it. Atomic going to find the one tap there onto Locke is now. This is what you were looking for. Locke makes the full save last round. To be able to have that op in his hand this round. Hopefully be able to start some momentum for himself there. 7 a.m. though. Last few rounds. Definitely been feeling good for them. First engagement going to come through is the question. Looking like it could be over here from Cajun or a player possibly moving up this construction spot. There's 3 players down near this water con area for the side of 7 a.m. Bomb's still sitting back though. Obviously early in the round they haven't really committed to much. Fluky takes a little bit of damage, but nothing to be too concerned about for the time being. Rays start to come through from Cajun. Not to find anything through the smoke there as a few players start to move back towards this A side for 7 a.m. Olgo, he's made his shoulder known. Cajun's able to find Mello outside of Canals. Atomic, look at him fly through there. A little hop to the side, and he's able to shut down Cajun. Fluky traded out by Isaac. Pandemonium on this B site as Atomic ends up being the only one left for the side of 7 a.m. At least on this site. 15 health to his name. He's able to shut down Ethic somehow. Soul Goat on the site has to make it to this bomb. No time to work with. Locke knows he's won the round. He's just gonna take that round win any day of the week. Time played very well from Zomblers. The second they saw that bomb fall from Atomic, Locke's able to just sit there in heaven, and he knows 4 seconds remaining. Not enough really for anything to happen. They take one back. It's kind of been 2 for 1, 2 for 1 in terms of round here. 7 a.m. finds 2. Zomblers will take one back. Kind of squeak out a bye themselves this round. The boost. Smoke here. Not really gonna find anything from it. Walk holding little pixels through the door. As the timing, if he just kept that one tick, Tix might have been found, but now Tix has flown right by him. Look at this angle. Is he gonna look towards the left? Tick's gonna be good for that one. So that means A side pretty well wide open. Ethex not going to let anything move forward just yet, though. He's going to be playing Round mid boxes here on the site. Agent with that MP9. He's able to even pick up a rifle for himself after the kill. Fluky. The MP9 can just shred these players if you're playing it right. Look at Zomblers, 2 rounds in a row now. 4 players to move through into the next round, and weapon upgrades all around. Not enough to really force out the op for Lock here, but enough to get rifles in everyone's hand. At the very least, enough for rifles, enough for util. Yeah, you've got Stormy with the FAMAS, but he was able to put in good work with it last round from Heaven there. You saw him in the end. I think, too, the FAMAS and Galil they're the 2 weapons where it's like, you can't count them out ever. Yeah, they're the eco rifles in that sense, but just because they're not 2900, 2700 does not mean they aren't anything to be messed with. Cajun through the wall with a little bit of chip damage. Elzik takes that. 99 on Cajun. Chunks armor a little bit, but not too much to his own health pool there. Look at spray from Lock. Good for 1. Jump peaks. Still over this box is... Atomic does not want to peek out of restrooms just yet. Spray down. Lock's actually super low. There's a good trade from Atomic, but Ethex is good. Trade for trade for trade. As you've now got a 2-player advantage for the side of Zomblers. Literally barely any equipment to work with. Elzik able to find 1, but Ethex finishes that one off with a 3K in the end of the round. And Zomblers, once again in the half, like, they started off down. And they're able to make this comeback. Get it closer and closer. Now we're only 1 round apart here. 7 a.m. has yet to really put together the buy that they're looking for, and really just put together the round that they're looking for. It's like they get to that post plant, or sometimes they even don't get to the post plant, but if they do get to the post plant, they seem to make it happen. But Zomblers has been very, very explosive at the starting of these rounds in terms of kills. Lukey. I think he wants to get out into water there, but that's not going to be a play for now. Lock flies out there. He's able to find the one for himself. Toss smoke. Make it out. Bomb. A-side. 4-7 a.m. The rotate starts to come through from Lock, possibly. Look towards A-site. Atomic with the spray. They know one more's dumpster as well. He's just going to toss that smoke for himself. Presumably to allow his team to move forward, get that bomb down. Now 3 players moving up this bank. Stairwell as they all just want to flood out in one fell swoop. Look at Atomic in the corner. Do they know he's there? He's just chilling in that smoke. They are able to flip onto him. Lock with a jump peek onto 1. He's not going to see Soul Goat in the corner, though. Soul Goat continually finding these ones. He just... Look at him looking down. He does not want them to see his head there, but he also doesn't know that Cajun had moved forward and started that spray down. Mellow on 1. He's able to find 2. The defuse not going to come through from Zombler. 7 a.m. 2 rounds up now. Lock tries to get a boost set up for himself. It's not going to be really what he wants in the end, as Atomic shuts him down before he can get to that elevated position. Ethex far down bathroom here, and he actually shows no signs of retreating just yet. 4 players now down out long. Stormy, look at that shot. Atomic on the ground. Bobby's moved over towards the other side there. Look at bathrooms, though. Players now around bathrooms. Still want to work this A side, though, even after falling, kind of giving the info over to Zomblers. Still working towards this A side. Look at the player truck. It's Efex with the deagle. The spray comes through. Somehow the spray is good from Tix. 17 health on him. Last player down. Tix, Isaac, and Mello. 1-1-1. As they're able to finish off that round. 2 rounds away from victory as 7 a.m. as Zomblers now able to get buys back in their hands. They gotta make this comeback happen, or else, I mean, their season is just slowly slipping away just a little bit. 7 a.m. But, I mean, these guys are a strong roster. You've seen it here. They know how to just squeak kills out of nowhere, and somehow they always make it away with like 10 or 12 health after a gunfight. Double nades onto Cajun as well. Well placed from 7 a.m. as Cajun now 19 health. Looking to see possibly some action towards this B side. Maybe even Locke with this op. He's not going to hit Isaac in the end. Now, look at the B side. That's where the action is going to be for the time being. The shot whiffs down A main. 7 a.m. not looking to work A main just yet either. They do know that Locke's on this A side with the op. They need the util there to really displace him. Otherwise, you're just going to be peeking into an unfortunate situation for yourselves. Now, though, slow work up bathrooms. Efex with the MP9. Nobody's outside just yet. It is going to be Solgo. Spray him down. He's able to find a headshot. He was able to find another one. Locke to finish that one off. Locke still on the site, holding it down. He's getting tagged down. He's in the molly as well, but he lives with 21 health. Isaac moves on. Tries to make the plant on top of truck. It looks like it's Stormy to push through. Spray him down. Find the headshot. Only 2 rounds away from Zomblers now. This game running the gauntlet right now. 26 rounds in. About to hit round 27 here. 7 a.m. still with the lead in their hands, but not much money to work with here. Looks like a pause is going to come through as teams start to decide exactly what they need to do on this round, how they're going to really make something work for themselves. Game back in session. Looks like he went to third person there for a sec. Atomic, he did force out an AK actually. I mean, he did have much more money than the rest of the team there. You're assuming it's most likely going to be second one in possibly. Like, right, you want the guy with the AK to be making those trades rather than being the entry, or the initial entry at least. Smoke fades. Atomic headshot onto Locke, and they flood onto the site. Atomic is the player I'm looking at here for sure. Cajun down the backside. He's going to find so much with that A1S. They move forward. Atomic's going to fall. That's everything down from 7 a.m. They got nothing to work with as Cajun picks up a 3K for himself that round. brings the round differential back to 1. 7 a.m. now. Rifles, buys in hand. Zomblers. Momentum behind them now is the big thing, though. I mean, you've had a few good rounds back-to-back now. Regardless of them being anti-ecos or not. They've been solid rounds, and you're finding the round wins. I love this angle. I love that angle Lock holds because it gives them the little bit of leeway for those players coming out of connector, but at the same time, it's not too far away where you kind of get yourself to safety and out of those angles. Do see Lock might even see one on the peak. It's going to be Tix, who's actually pretty far up bathrooms now. Look at Mello, hunkered down in construction. Just who is going to be this first blood of the round? Asian off here. Not able to find anything just yet. Tix might have even heard the footsteps from Lock. Fluky did find Mello towards the other side of the map. Lock, I don't know how these players did not just cross paths there, but Cajun shuts down one more player from 7 a.m. towards that B side. Tix is creeped all the way onto A. He's in a good flank position for himself right there. Lock, nice little molly to stifle the push behind him. Shuts down Soul Goat. That's bombed down as well. You're methodically picking apart this 7 a.m. team. One by one. That's going to be the end of the round to time. ESEA has to just keep his AK for the next round. They went head hunting for Tix on that A side. Zomblers ties up the game. Zomblers has the momentum to keep this going, to bring it to match point and further beyond. Flood out mid here, but look at Lock on this angle. Shuts down the first one. Tix tries to follow through. Everyone falls one by one. So much chaos along the map. There's kills B, there's kills bathrooms. The auto director can't even keep up with it here either. Pandemonium on the map as it leaves Zomblers in a good place in the end. Sprays come through from ESEA and Khan. A couple nades come through, but really, just this last player here. He has to make a miracle happen for 7 a.m. I mean, the winner of this round finds match point. Hangs onto Stormy. Isolates the 1v1. He's able to find that. Cajun, still B-side for the time being. I like him moving towards connector, but I think ESEA heard the noises. Definitely heard something there. Fluky, not looking the right way to really find this. Cajun with the spray in connector. That's match point secured for Zomblers. A game where they've been so far behind in so many different scenarios, both first half and second half. They're at match point with a great buy under their belt. Just about everything they could want. Pretty well. 7 a.m. stuck in a tough position here. They do have some money on their side, but you look at ESEA, he's going to be stuck with no head armor. Possibly could force out an AK. He will lose a lot of possible util for it, and he has been a player who is pretty comfortable with having a Galil in hand as well. You do see Mello with the Galil. There's the buy to come through. Ezek is going to force out the AK. He's not going to go for the rest of the util. Zomblers looking for this W. And I'll bring him to, believe, 4 and 5 in the season. 4 and 6. I kind of blanking on their score right now, but I like how Zomblers is not getting aggressive on this one, right? They know the stakes of this round for themselves. They really just need to play this out exactly like they've played these last few rounds, right? They've made this comeback happen. 7 a.m. has been at 14 for a long time here. Zomblers, momentum all in their hands. Stormy pushing up here. He's about to meet Atomic, possibly. If he does swing around this corner. Nobody just yet. Meanwhile, on the site, Ethex holding this. 7 a.m. Stormy's hearing the noises. Stormy knows something is about to go down. Everyone starts flooding out. Ethex finds one on the site, waiting for Stormy to peek. He's going to shut one down. That's the bomb planter, too. That's so much time to just spare for Zomblers right now. You see they pick up the player advantage. The plant does come down, but 2 players left. Ticks dangerously low. Lock the op in hand. Only 1 player left. Atomic down to a 1v1. This is for the game. Zomblers locks it down. Brings the game for themselves. 16-14. A comeback in the second half, and they're able to finish off. They're able to secure that one. That's gotta feel good if you're Zomblers right there. What a game for themselves. Highs and lows for sure in that game, but you end off on a high point right there. I believe that was, what? They brought it back 4 rounds straight there at the end. That is big for themselves for sure. Now we take a look at them. Yeah, so they were 3 and 5 prior to this one, so that's going to bring them to 4 and 5 in the season, getting closer and closer to that even that positive score line there in the league. It's gonna feel good. 16-14 in the end for them. What else we got here? 7 a.m. 5 and 5 now in the league. Actually, Zomblers hand them their 3rd loss in a row as well. They definitely, 7 a.m. had a very good start to the season and kind of declined towards the end, presumably as they started just facing, stronger and stronger teams. But Zomblers, I mean, rough start to the game. They were able to bring it back around 5-6. They ended it off at an 8-7 half. That's very respectable to find yourselves in, and just the way they're able to just streak rounds and rounds together is beautiful to see. But that is going to be all for the night for us. Zomblers ending the night 4 and 5 with a 16-14 win over Team 7 a.m. I've been Fundy, your caster from LCA for the night. Hope you all enjoyed the game. Thank you all for watching. That's all from me.
Away from you, gotta think I gotta let you go. Our love is so toxic, and it makes me sick to my stomach. Comes and goes like it's nothing. Back to you, I can't fight it. So good, I already see the issue. Feeling myself, I'll taste you when I miss you. Fake, no, I didn't mean to diss you. Nothing I'll say, I don't think that I'm an issue. Thinking about the brighter days, moving on, and I'm riding on another wave, yeah. No, we're looking at me differently. Come along when you're done with all your situations. grass greener on the other side. If you want another bride, saying that you got it tight, something that you'll never find. Hey, another life, you gon' want another try, something like the other night, looking for another high. Yeah, expensive tastes like a movie. Eyes only looking for the beauty. They don't wanna go if they know me. Maybe missing out an opportunity. Need a Uber XL to pick you up on the way. Oh, insecurities gon' make it hard for you to lay low. Switch yourself for some